Hey, it's Bryan Dulaney, top 1% of the top 1% of all funnel builders in the world, and I've got a question for you. What is your number one asset? Well, I gotta tell you, your number one asset is you, my friend. Your number one asset is you. Let me tell you a little bit about that. You know, I have never invested in a better asset than myself, right? Your number one asset is you. The more you pour resources into acquiring skill sets and knowledge and wisdom, right? The better you become as a human being, the more value you have that you're able to contribute to others. It's why I invest in masterminds. It's why I invest in immersive experiences like retreats and workshops and those type of things, right? It goes back to when I got started in this game of marketing online and advertising online and selling online. I started by investing in myself, my number one asset, and you are your number one asset, right? Because if you give your money over to someone else, that is gone, right? Okay, but when you pour money into yourself, you will reap tenfold, 100-fold. I mean, I think about my experience when I started at Liberty University. My first time I ever got turned on to personal development and Tony Robbins. I started reading my first books that I ever really fell in love with was Og Mandino's Greatest Salesman in the World and The Choice. And that compelled me into this whole world of personal development, which led me down a rabbit hole to figuring out that I could actually make a business online that I can print cash while I sleep. It was amazing, this amazing idea of I can make money through the internet, right? 2006 when I was at Liberty. And I remember the first time I made a huge investment in myself. At the time, it was huge. It was scary. I put $5,000 on a credit card and I couldn't believe I did it. I went to an event, a conference with all these speakers. And there was one guy in particular talking about commercial real estate investing. And his pitch and his offer was compelling. And I did whatever it took. And I said, you know what? I got a credit card. Let's pay it off on that. And I'll go make money buying commercial real estate and I'll pay it off. And I remember waking up that morning when I was driving to the airport all by myself to fly to Florida from Lynchburg, Virginia, where I was going to school at Liberty University. I remember driving to the airport and I remember shaking. My body was so sweating. It was the weirdest thing ever. Because I had invested in myself. I had poured money into something I didn't even have. I had to, went into debt, right, to get into this thing. And I jumped on that airplane. I thought about just refunding, just saying, hey, I can't make it, but please give me my money back. But I didn't. I committed. I went all in. Went down there and learned how to buy real estate, how to buy commercial real estate to be specific, and I learned some amazing things. Now, I ended up not doing commercial real estate at that time, but I learned a lot. And it gave me some skin in the game, right? Now, I buy events. I go to events. Learn from people that are playing at a high level. I am in masterminds, $50,000 a year masterminds with other thought leaders. Why invest $50,000 to be in a mastermind? They only meet twice a year? Because you get to rub shoulders with people that are playing at 7, 8, even, higher figures than that, doing $100 million a year and more. And that is the greatest investment. The greatest investment that you can make is in yourself, developing skill sets that add to your expertise and give you more wisdom that you can apply to your life and that you can apply to your business. Okay, so invest in yourself, because every time you invest in yourself, you're acquiring more knowledge and wisdom and you're meeting new people. I think the biggest thing for me, looking back over all of the years, is I bought books. First 2 years of my career, I bought as many books as I could. I'd read over 200 books. I didn't even date for 2 years straight. I just was down the rabbit hole, as they say, studying book after book after book. And I fell in love with this world of becoming better as a person and improving my level of wisdom, right, in my personal life, and realizing that I needed to rewire my thoughts and rewire my beliefs about money and about business and about leadership and about people. And so your greatest investment will always be in yourself. It's kind of like I've got some partners that we've helped to generate over $10 million in less than 7 months. And they do financial investments. They do life insurance and they help people set up their a vault. They call it a vault. Help people set up life insurance policies and then take that money and then fund turnkey real estate. And we created a term for that. It's called autopilot assets. And I met with them, or my wife met with them actually. I consider that a we. We met with them. And they told us that we should invest in our business because our business, right, we have the ability to put $1 in and get $10 out. And that's the greatest investment for us, is to put $1 into our business and get $10 out, right? For a lot of people that have a job that don't have an investment vehicle like we have, our business, their best investment is to buy life insurance and to plug into turnkey real estate, cash flowing properties that can spit out cash flow month in and month out. For us, what Ryan said, one of the owners of the company called Cash Flow Tactics, he said, Bryan, your best investment is your business. So invest in that, right? And so I continually invest not only in our business, but I invest in myself by taking experiences, rubbing shoulders with other bosses, and I would encourage you to do the same. It's gonna feel uncomfortable when you have to cut that check for $25,000 to join that coaching program, or it's gonna be uncomfortable when you have to cut that check for $50,000 to join that high-level mastermind group, right? It's gonna be uncomfortable, no doubt. But I've never been to an event, and I've never been to a mastermind where I haven't made at least double my money back. Literally, the first year I was in Russell Brunson's inner circle, I got one idea, I spent $25,000 on ads, and I made $250,000. It's a pretty good return on investment. I'll spend $50,000 to make $250,000 back from one idea, not to mention the relationships with people that I'm able to have just in the group, not even counting all of that. Then the second year, I paid another fee to be in the mastermind. And again, landed a client, started helping and serving a client in the group that paid out over $250,000, right? So again, that was a 10 times return on investment, okay? I've never been to an event that I've paid for. I don't care if it's a conference or an immersion experience, kind of like Tony Robbins, 4 days, Unleash the Power Within. Absolutely phenomenal. Highly encourage you. If you haven't been to a Tony Robbins event, you better get there because he's not going to be around forever. He's been at this game for a long time, and I'm sure he'll do it as long as he can, but you know, he's not superhuman and he's not going to live forever. So get to one of his events if you haven't been to one, because it'll change your life and the way you see yourself and the way you tell stories to yourself and the way you show up in this life of yours. And immersive experiences like that, I don't care how much they cost, $1,000, $2,000, make the investment, right? Get there. It's the fastest way to create transformation, immersion, right? I've never been to an event in my life that I haven't gotten either a relationship or some golden nugget that I was able to apply to my business and get a double or more return on my investment. And that's why you, my friend, will always be your greatest asset. Pour resources into acquiring skills, knowledge, and wisdom from other people that are on the journey that are ahead of you a little bit, right? Right? Find people who are ahead of you in some degree, right? If you're producing 6 figures, find someone who's doing 7 figures or 8 figures or more and learn from them, because they have the wisdom, they have the knowledge, they have the expertise that you need. And you know what? If you're running a 6-figure business and you want to make 7 or 8 figures, you're probably going to have to cut a nice check. It's probably going to cost you 25, 50, maybe it might even cost you 100 grand in some cases. But cut the check and you will find yourself committed to going to the next level. You'll have pressure, as I like to say. You'll have pressure to produce and perform and show up at a level that you've never shown up before. Okay? So if you have any questions about this, feel free. Drop a comment, drop me a question. If you need help with marketing or selling or funnels or sales, anything when it comes to marketing your business online and generating more leads, sales, and creating a community of raving fans, I'd be happy to serve you in that capacity. Hey, thanks for watching today's video. And if you love this video, be sure to leave a comment, tell me your top 3 takeaways or top takeaway from today's video. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you can get notified every time that we upload a new video here on YouTube. And before you go, make sure you grab your free golden ticket. This free golden ticket is loaded with our 7-figure and our 8-figure expert agency and e-commerce funnels, emails, and scripts that we've used to build multi-million-dollar businesses in a variety of different markets. So Thank you again for watching this video. Hope you got massive value from it, and I look forward to hearing what your takeaway was from this video, and also I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming videos that we will be releasing.